My name is Teresa. I live in San Jose, California. Been a homeowner for over 15 years. Well, I've actually been thinking about getting my bathrooms remodeled for several years since I moved into the house. The hallway bathroom had just a small, I'm going to say 3 layers of tile, very small, didn't go up the wall, and it has a shower in there. And it's just outdated, so I had been thinking about it for a while. For me, I was not really prepared to have to pick out everything that you need to pick out, but then once I was like, okay, time to move forward, time to find a good contractor. So the way that I found R&R development is I actually had heard stories from a lot of people about contractors, and it seems like a lot of people have bad experiences with contractors, so you're always wanting hopefully a referral. And there happens to be this application called Nextdoor, and on Nextdoor, people in my neighborhood or in the area are looking for contractors, and I found that R&R seemed to come up several times, that they came up as being very personable, very good to deal with. So I decided I would give them a call and just have them come out and meet Rob and see how it would go. And from the moment that I met Rob, he made me feel very comfortable, and it kind of went from there. A combination. I knew some of the things I wanted, but there were other things that I didn't know if I wanted, and he certainly came up with recommendations on things that I could do, or he put ideas out there of different things that we could do. So it made it really nice and easy to, again, think about other alternatives besides what you might just have in mind, because they are seeing stuff all the time that they're doing, and for me as an individual, you're trying to look online, you're trying to look at what can you see, but it really does help to have someone's opinion when they've been doing this work for a long time. Well, I would probably say to you, again, the best part about it for me is how comfortable that everyone that I interface with. So their subcontractors, I met all their subcontractors, really great guys, really personable. As a matter of fact, what I would say to you is I went on some vacations while they were still working on my house. That's how comfortable I was with them in terms of just they would come in, they would work hard, and they always kept me, gave me status of what was going on, calling about questions, and I just think in general it worked out really well in terms of the scheduling, and at the end of the day, it just all came together really nicely, so I'm very excited. I think for me, again, because I'd heard so many stories from friends about contractors that there were issues with, and the fact that my experience, I just had a great experience with them. So I would tell people that, I'm like, well, I worked with this company, I've actually been telling my friends, they made me feel very comfortable, and I would recommend them to anybody because, again, I think that they're realistic. They also told me when they would, what kind of timing we're looking at based on business they have and how long it would take. I mean, everything, it went so nicely. That's why I'd recommend them. So I've already been talking with Rob about the fact that I have a fireplace that has paneling above it, and it has red brick, which is fine, but I just want to redo the whole fireplace. And so in talking with him about that, then he came up with, well, if you're redoing the fireplace, you might want to consider doing the floor again, not like a pressure cell, just like things to think about, which in fact I have been thinking about getting rid of this carpet that's in here. And then from there I said, oh, and I kind of like canned lights, and can we put the TV on the wall? And it just kind of ideas were rolling from there. And so he and I have already had conversations. The other thing that I really like about R&R is that when you're talking with Rob and you say what you're thinking about doing, then he comes up with, customers that he's already worked with that will let you come over and see the work that they've done. So I went over to some other individuals' homes and looked at the work they've done, and since then I've actually had someone come to my home. It's all great because, again, you do want to see what have they done, and you want to talk to people who have worked with them and listen to what their experience is.